Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about the 10 Kindle Unlimited books that I have checked out right now. So I saw Avery from Avery Loves Books do this video recently where she just talked about the 10 Kindle Unlimited books that she had checked out that she was excited to read, and I wanted to do the video too. So thank you Avery so much for the video idea. I think it was a good one. And Kazi needs to step back, please. Thank you. Okay, so I have his ball in my lap. This is the second video we're filming right now before we work out, and he was good, and then he saw his ball, and now he just wants it. But if he gets it, he will squeak it. So, okay. So the first book that I have that I want to talk about is Little Dove by Layla Frost. This is the most recent one that I picked up. I don't know a ton about this other than I just heard Heather from HEA Booktubes really highly recommend this for her dark romance video. She just said that she loved it so much, and just the way that she was talking about it and how excited about it she was just made me instantly go to Kindle Unlimited and get it right away. She even said that she wanted to reread it, and I feel like whenever anyone is like, this is a book I would reread, I'm like, yeah, I need that, please. So that one is a dark romance, and I believe there's an age gap, and it's that's pretty much all I know. That's pretty much all I know. I have heard about this a ton, but I just recently heard Heather talk about it, and so I was like, yeah, I need to get that. So, okay, the next one that I have is Focused by Carla Sorensen. This one actually I only saw just pop up on Kindle when I was browsing. I've never heard of this author, I believe. The cover is absolutely beautiful, and all I know is that it was billed as an enemies to lovers standalone sports romance, and I love all of those things, and so I was like, yes. We want that one. So the next one is Lord of London Town by Tilly Cole. Now this one, on my Instagram, I posted a question box and I was like, hey, I would really love the best Hades and Persephone retellings. Please let me know what they are. I want the best one. And this one was recommended to me by Jen Last Seen in a Bookstore. I believe I'll have her Instagram link down below. But she wrote me and she was like, this is one of the best books that I've ever read. And it is a Hades and Persephone retelling. It's a dark romance. It's fantastic. And again, this is another one where someone just was so excited about when they were talking about it that I was just like, I have to try and read that too. Doesn't always mean that we're going to love them, but I hope that when I talk excitedly about a book, you guys are excited to try it, but also like, you don't hate me if you don't like it because we might like different things. But I just love trying what people are excited about. That's one of my favorite things. So let us see. I lost my list. Okay, the next book that I have on my Kindle that I'm very excited about is The Lady's Champion by Marie Lipscomb. This book sounds fantastic. This sounds like it's a historical romance, but it also sounds a little bit different. I know that both the hero and the heroine are plus size, and I am very excited about that. This is basically about Lady Natalie Blackmere, who wants to meet the champion of Aldland in this. They have this big tournament to see who is the champion. I'm not entirely sure what they compete at to be champions. And then we have Brandon the Bear, who is the champion that she wants to meet. He's the one who ballads are sung about, and he's like the guy, the main guy, champion. And I think that he also has kind of like a struggle with he's past his prime and trying to still find his place in the world. I don't know. This book just sounds fantastic. It doesn't really have super high reviews, but I have heard a little bit of chatter about it from some of my friends, and I just think it really looks good and I want to give it a try. So, okay, the next book that I have on my Kindle Unlimited is When the Duke Was Sleeping by Sophie Jordan. This is the first in the Rogue Files. There are very few that I have found historical romances on Kindle Unlimited. Sophie Jordan is an author that I've wanted to try for a long time for her historicals. I read her YA books years and years ago and loved them so much, pretty much. There was one I didn't like at all, but I really liked her writing style, so I'm really curious to see how she does with historical romance. I don't really know much about what this is about other than the cover, and it was first in the series and it was from an author I wanted to try, so we're gonna try it. Okay, now the next book that I have is My Soul to Keep by Kennedy Ryan. So I really want to find a Kennedy Ryan book that just speaks to me and is 5 stars. And I have loved her books that I have read so far, but I haven't quite found the one that's going to be a 5-star read for me. So I saw this, I saw the beautiful cover, and it was one that I hadn't heard a lot about. Like, I feel like when people talk about Kennedy Ryan, they usually talk about, you know, the Long Shot series or the Kingmaker series or the Grip series. So this was one that I hadn't heard a ton of talk about, and I just really wanted to read it. This is book 1 in the Soul series, and all that I really know about this is that both the hero and heroine are both deeply invested in music, and I'm expecting a really epic, sort of heartbreaking love story. So I'm very excited about this one. I think it will be very good. Okay, the next book that I have that I really want to read is Master of Salt and Bones. This cover just really got me interested, and I read the blurb that was on Amazon. Again, it just sort of popped up as recommended for me, and it sounds like it's a dark romance, but like maybe a captor-captive situation, and I think that there may even be some fantasy elements to this. I'm not sure. It says, meet the devil of Blackthorn Manor. When I was a little girl, I dreamed a handsome knight would come and rescue me from my wretched mother. He'd ride up on his white steed and break the curse I've been fated to carry since the day I was born. In reality, my knight is scarred and broken, living alone in a castle of bones that overlooks the sea. He isn't searching for me, he never was. He is as cursed as I am and equally shunned by the locals. The fishers of men who believe him to be the devil in the flesh, perhaps he is, with the way his amber eyes draw me in, ignite me like an infernal blaze. Yet his touch is heaven and his will is my weakness. He calls us forbidden, an unsalvageable tragedy with no happy end. Maybe we are. But in this story, he's the one who needs saving. It's billed as a dark, modern, gothic, contemporary, standalone romance. Like, what? I don't know. I think it sounds amazing. I hope it's good. Let me know if you've read it, because I really, really want to. Okay, so another book that was recommended to me when I was asking for Hades and Persephone retellings was A Touch of Darkness. This is by Scarlett St. Clair. And I don't really know, again, what this is about. I'm just really trying to find the perfect Hades and Persephone retelling. And yes, I know Reese, A Court of Mist and Fury is the best one, but I want to find more. Like, I want to find more. I want a more direct retelling of that. So I'm really hoping that's what this is. This says it's recommended to any Greek mythology fans and especially fans of the webcomic lore Olympus, which was also highly recommended to me. So that's all I know, but I'm super interested in this because I think it sounds amazing, and I believe Steph from Novelty Corner really liked this one too. Okay, so the next book is A Bridge Between Us, a small-town romantic suspense by K.K. Allen. I've read some of K.K. Allen before, and I have liked her books a lot. This also just popped up on Amazon, like, recommended for me. I have kind of wanted to try a little bit more romantic suspense. I love some thrillers, I actually really like thrillers as long as they're not too scary. So I am interested in this one. This one just says that it is a thrilling romantic suspense about 2 star-crossed lovers and an ominous force that works against them. So, I don't know. I think it sounds good. I love the cover. The cover is gorgeous. That was totally what drew me in. I definitely am a sucker for a beautiful cover. Where is the last one? Okay, the last book that I have is The Summer Games by R.S. Gray. This book was actually directly recommended to me from Jess from Peace Love Books. She had a question box in her Instagram asking for people to, ask for a specific book recommendation, and the one I asked for was, I wanted sports romance, but I wanted it where the heroine and the hero was an athlete. I didn't just want the hero to be the athlete. I want more female athlete romances. That's what I want. Like Culty, that was just my favorite. I loved it. I also really liked From Lukov with Love, but Culty was just next level, where the heroine was an athlete, and I just loved it so much. So I've been looking for more books like that, and Jess recommended this to me, and this is by R.S. Gray, who I actually have not read, but I have several of her books I've been wanting to get to. I've heard that she's fantastic. All I really know about this is that they are both soccer athletes, and I believe they're at a really high level of that, and that's pretty much all I know. That's pretty much all I really know to say about it right now, other than Jess recommended it to me specifically, so I don't really need to know anything else because she recommended it to me, and so I was like, yes, okay, thank you, I will go buy it, and I will read it. I rented it on Kindle Unlimited. So, Okay, those are the 10 books I have checked out on Kindle Unlimited at this time. Please let me know if you've read any of those and what you thought of them, or let me know what you're reading on Kindle Unlimited. And also, I realized I didn't talk about what Kindle Unlimited is. So Kindle Unlimited is basically a subscription service that you can pay for on Amazon, where you just pay them a monthly fee and then you have access to a certain amount of books where the author has decided to have them rentable, for lack of a better word, on Kindle. So it's a really fun way to be able to try new authors at kind of a lower risk. And at times in my life, I've had subscriptions and then I've canceled and then I've had it again. And I believe they're running quite a lot of deals right now if you want to try it out. I think some of them are as low as 99 cents a month. Don't quote me on that. I think that's what I've heard. But I just have really enjoyed the freedom that it allows me to try new authors and to try new books and not feel pressured or disappointed if I'm not going to like them. That's what I like about it most. And I have actually found a lot of good reads on there. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next one.